When you think of good dental hygiene, I'm sure that like me, you think that you just have to brush your teeth twice a day and floss. But I was recently super surprised to find out that that's not actually enough, or at least not effective enough to genuinely consistently promote the essential and best dental hygiene that we all need. That's actually when I came across Prodentim, and in today's video, I'm going to be reviewing this product, explaining how it all works, and delving into one of the incredible ingredients that help you get real results. So without further ado, let's just get straight into the video. And if at any point you want to check out the Prodentim website to learn more information, or you want to make a purchase directly, just use the link in the description box below, which you can use to get Prodentim at a discounted price. So let's begin the video by talking about my personal experience with Prodentim. So generally with my dental hygiene, I've always religiously brushed my teeth twice a day, and sometimes I would use mouthwash and floss here and there too. But more recently, I realized that wasn't enough. I was beginning to see little marks on and in between my teeth, stains, and my mouth just didn't feel fresh, even though I hadn't changed my routine for years. So I went to get my teeth eventually professionally seen and deep cleaned, and it left me feeling amazing. I even bought all of the recommendations made by the dentist, and I started their recommended routine, which worked honestly really well and felt really good. But soon enough, their recommendations became expensive and difficult to keep up with, especially twice a day with my busy schedule. So I started seeing problems with my teeth and mouth creep in again, which was super frustrating after the amount of time and money that I'd spent on having my teeth cleaned and on the products. As much as I scrubbed at my teeth and used all of these expensive products, nothing was helping, and it was beginning to get really embarrassing. But after some time, I luckily came across Prodentim. So Prodentim is basically oral probiotics. It's a blend of 3.5 billion strains of probiotics and nutrients to be exact. And I've been using Prodentim for about a month now, and the results have been absolutely fantastic. Not only have I seen a huge improvement in how my teeth and gums look, but I can also feel the improvement because my mouth and breath just feel fresh all the time without that super overpowering, annoying, minty taste and flavor, and all those weird other chemicals lingering in other usual products. Prodentim also helps promote the health of your sinuses and ears, which is perfect for me because I personally suffer from hay fever, so I have constant problems with my nose. I've slowly been seeing an improvement in these additional areas too, especially with my nose, which used to be regularly blocked and congested, but it's not as often now. So it's basically like 3 birds, 1 stone, which is so ideal for me, and I love these little extra health bonuses. And actually using the probiotics is super simple. So all you have to do is slowly chew a tablet which comes in the bottle, and I do this in the morning, which I would recommend that you do also, just so that the probiotics can get to work in your mouth in the background as you go about your day-to-day routine. And also it's easier to just make part of your routine and stick to it if you pick a specific time of day to take the probiotics, like around breakfast time. This helps support the health of your entire body with a special focus on your teeth and gums. Now, in terms of side effects, I personally haven't had any. I haven't had any weird spots, infections, rashes, nausea, or anything like that. But that's just me personally. Prodentim is for people of all ages and backgrounds, and all of the ingredients are considered safe, and they're super pure and super natural. Prodentim is also manufactured in an FDA-approved facility under excellent conditions and high standards, so that's reassuring. But I would still recommend just checking with a doctor or something if you're maybe on any other medication, or you're just worried about the side effects personally, though I doubt it will be a problem for most people. Just check out the website for Prodentim in the description box below to learn more, and you can use the same link to make a discounted purchase too, as I've already mentioned. So that's basically my experience with Prodentim in a nutshell. Now let's dive into how it actually works, which was very interesting for me to look into and research when I was putting this video together. So I'm sure that we've all heard that bacteria can cause lots of dental and gum diseases, but actually it turns out that there is a difference between good and bad bacteria. And the most important thing isn't just to have only the good bacteria. The most important thing is to have a balance between the good and bad bacteria. So scientists have recently discovered that it's the absence of good bacteria that causes oral issues. And actually it's all of those chemical-ridden toothpastes and products that can harm the good bacteria that should actually be there. So in order to actually improve the health of your teeth and gums, you need to repopulate your mouth with good bacteria and provide a healthy environment for the strains to grow in. Prodentim is a doctor better formulated mix that gathers 5 scientifically proven potent strains, combining a total of 3.5 billion good bacteria into one revolutionary dissolvable candy. This probiotic candy also targets your respiratory system, supporting your body to stay free from allergies whilst also promoting restful sleep and good digestion. So Prodentim obviously has loads of different probiotics in it, but it actually also has a proprietary blend of 4 plants and minerals that gives it an extra bit of uniqueness. One of the ingredients in this proprietary blend is peppermint, which is a natural anti-inflammatory ingredient. Now, this ingredient doesn't actually surprise me as much as some of the other ingredients in Prodentim, because we're all familiar with that sort of like minty taste in most mainstream toothpastes. But usually the peppermint that's used in those sorts of toothpaste is artificial, or is blended with like a bunch of weird other chemicals that I don't think any of us really want to have in our mouths twice a day, every day, if we really knew about them. But still, peppermint is a fantastic natural anti-inflammatory ingredient, and I love that Prodentim uses it in a more natural form in the candy sort of tablet that it has. That's what gives it a nice refreshing taste as well, by the way, without being overpowering. So that's basically how it all works. And I find it super interesting because it's just not what you would expect. It's just not what you're taught about how to look after your teeth. Now, in terms of how to get Prodentim, the price, etc., you can get a 1-month supply for $69 a bottle, a 3-month supply for $59 a bottle, and a 6-month supply for only $49 a bottle. And you can make all of the purchases with the discounted price using the link in the description box below, which takes you to the Prodentim website. I personally would recommend just getting the 6-month supply because it's better value for money at only $49 a bottle. And this is a sort of thing that you're going to want to take for months in the same way that you would use toothpaste for months. You're not just going to use it for a few days or for a few weeks. But you can, of course, just check the options out and decide for yourself. And by the way, if you are worried about whether the product will work for you or be just a complete waste of money, stop worrying, because Prodentim actually offer a money back guarantee. So if you're not seeing results, you can actually get a refund, which is again super reassuring to know because it shows Prodentim's confidence in the product, which gives you the confidence to actually use their product. So that's pretty much everything covered that I want to talk about in terms of Prodentim. If you are interested in the product and you would like to purchase it or just learn more about it, please use the link in the description box below. And even if you've just learned something new in this video, please be sure to like, comment and subscribe, and I will see you next time.